This is the first of several videos that let you experience the graphics library Tkinter/TTK. There are many other graphics libraries for Python. One particularly good one is called Pygame. The advantage of Tkinter/TTK is that it ships with the default installation of Python, hence will work straight out of the box. You will find it fine for your purposes in this course. Here's how this sequence of videos works. This first video will explain the m1e module, then ask you to do certain to-dos in the m6 module. After you do those to-dos, you should continue with the next video in the sequence, which will explain the m2e module, then ask you to do certain other to-dos in the m6 module, and so on for the remaining videos. Each explains an example that introduces a new Tkinter TTK concept, and then has you practice that concept yourself in the m6 module. Please follow me in PyCharm as this video continues. Start by opening the m1e root and mainloop module in the src folder of the 29 Tkinter project. Let's start by running this module. As you see, it brings up an empty window. Already it has some functionality. For example, you can resize it, maximize it, and close it, just as you do with other applications. Now let's look at the code. First, there are a pair of import statements that get the Tkinter and TTK libraries. Tkinter is the traditional library that first shipped with Python. TTK is an add-on that came on later. You will need both these modules in all your Tkinter/TTK projects except the simplest one. The first line in main constructs a Tkinter.tk object, traditionally named root, which you should think of as the one ring that rules them all. It not only brings up a window, it also controls all the other objects generated from this TTK object. The next line causes the program to enter an event loop. That is, the program enters a while loop that repeatedly checks whether an event has occurred, for example, a button press, and if so, handles the event in whatever way your program has instructed. Notice that the program sticks in that event loop until you close the window that the TK object brought up. See? Here I have run the program, bringing up the window, but sitting there in its event loop, stuck at that root.mainloop line, not yet reaching the print statement. When I close the TK window, then and only then does the code continue to the print statement. Keep firmly in mind, 1. There must be one and only one TK object constructed when your program runs. Constructing more than one TK object will appear to work, but in fact introduce extraordinarily hard to find bugs that manifest elsewhere in your code. 2. Applying the main loop method to that TK object causes the program to enter an event loop, repeatedly waiting for events and handling them. Okay, now open the m6 Tkinter practice module and do to-do 1 and to-do 2 in that module. After completing to-do 2, come back to watch the next video in this series of videos, which will introduce the next set of Tkinter concepts. If you have any troubles with to-dos 1 or 2, go straight to the next video, as it shows a solution to them. But first, of course, try to do 1 and 2 and only those to-dos on your own. They're very easy to do.